Okay, hi guys. Um, Welcome to our video for control systems. So, in this video, we'll be doing question. We'll be doing Nicole's we'll be doing body plots. Sorry, and then I'll have a next video on Nicole's chart. I would like to combine them, but the video will be long, so I'll be doing two separate videos and the third one on just two. Okay, let's start. So question 3, April 2021, it says the body diagram sheet illustrates a point-by-point body diagram of the gain and phase values of a system as the frequency varies from 0.1 to 100 rad per second. Determine from the graph the peak gain value, so which means they are looking for a gain value at its maximum, at its peak, right? So that should be easy. The phase value at frequency of 80, that's also easy. You just go to frequency of 80, look for phase value at that. Then the frequency at the peak gain, so at that for that 3.1 where you have the peak gain, you just check the corresponding frequency. Then the gain cut off between 1 and 10. So with cut off, guys, cut off, it's basically the slope, it's a gradient, so you just check the slope between 1 and 10. We know how to calculate slope, right? We just say the one at 10 minus the one at 100 per second. That's our slope there, because between 1 and 10 we call it a decade, so your answer will be in decibels per decade. You will see. Okay, you guys, this is April 21, so you can check answers for yourself. We don't have like time. And then the gain crossover frequency, so we know this is the gain value, the frequency when your gain value is 0 decibels. Then we have the phase crossover frequency. This is the frequency when your phase value is minus 180 degrees. Then the gain margin, we have a formula which is 0 minus gain. The phase margin, we have a formula which is phase plus 180 degrees. The stability in terms of the gain and phase responses. So remember, the system is only unstable if any of the margins it's negative, but if both of them are positive, the system is stable. So that's what they mean in terms of gain and phase responses. Okay, we will come back to this question. For now, let's just go through some quick facts we need to know. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's say I have a diagram. So remember, you can be given a diagram in this way. You can be given two separate diagrams, or you can be given two diagrams on the same set of axes, or on two different set of axes. So if they are on the same set of axes, they'll usually be like this. So you'll have phase this side in degrees, you'll have gain this side in decibels, and this one in degrees. Then this whole line here will be for, let me just do like this, will be for frequency in rad per second. Is it? Yeah, rad per second. Okay, so you'll be given a phase, let's say I mean a gain diagram, they will also be labeled. This is maybe, for instance, gain versus frequency. Then maybe they also give you, let me use a different color for face. I just want to illustrate a few things real quick. Let's say for face they give you something like this, and they say they also label it face versus frequency. Then guys, there are 2 points I always say you need. That there's like 2 points you will always need. Okay, this is in decibels. You'll always need. This is the point when your gain it's 0. When your gain is 0 decibels, and your point, another point when your phase it's minus 180 degrees. These are the only 2 points. So when your gain is 0, from this point, this is where I get gain crossover frequency, because I can't get gain. The gain is already 0, right? So I can get frequency then. When my phase is 180, let's say here, it won't always be like this. This is where I'll get what? My phase crossover frequency. Only those 2 points, guys. Others is just like extra points on top of this, but these are the main 2 points you can get from this diagram always. Now if we check, so always I always advise students that when you do this question and you get to this part, always after marking your first point, check the corresponding phase value. Remember, this one was on the gain. Check the corresponding phase value. That phase value, I'm going to label it an angle. Then on your phase crossover, check the corresponding gain value. That gain value, I'm going to label it gain, like this. Those 2 values are the 2 values you are going to use to calculate the gain margin, which is the formula is 0 minus gain. Which gain is this? Is the one you get when your phase is minus 180 at the same frequency. The phase margin is theta plus 180, or 180 plus theta. So where do we get 180? It's when your gain is 0 decibels. You go to that same frequency, you get the corresponding phase. This phase. Then you see from those 2 points, because from this point I can't get the phase again. The phase is already 180. I can't say minus 180 plus 180. From this point I can't get the gain again. The gain is already 0. So which means I can get gain from the other point. I can get phase from the other point. Yeah, then that's the main thing. So if any of these answers between these 2 it's negative, then we always say your system is unstable. For the system to be stable, both the values must be positive. But if any one is negative, or both of them are negative, it's unstable. So now let's do this question here. I don't like how this. Okay guys, this is from the April 2021. The question we're going through before when we started here. So they gave us 2 different set of axes. The first one is for gain and frequency. You can see that. The second one is for phase and frequency. Why can I? Oh, here. Wish I can't. I want to. Oh, I can do it here. Yes. So that we can see. So now, unfortunately, guys, on this paper. Okay, but let me try some, because I know I can't edit on this on top of this thing. So let me see if I can download it. If it's like this, it's hard for me to work on it. It can't be downloaded. Damn it! I have to buy it. Okay guys, I had to download another question paper where I can edit here. Yeah, so let's get started. This is the April 2021 diagram. So as we can see, we have the gain versus frequency, phase versus frequency. So I want us to label our 2 points now, so that when we get to the question we don't have to look for them again. So remember, the first point is where your gain is 0 decibels, which is somewhere there. What's the frequency there? It's 8. So we must get the corresponding phase when the frequency is 8, which we will use for phase margin, which is somewhere there, and we can call that that angle, right? Now the second point is when your phase is minus 180, which is there. The frequency looks like it's somewhere in the middle, maybe middle of 1 and 8, maybe 4.5 or something. Because if this was 0 to 8, we'd say the middle is exactly 4, but this is not 4.8, it's 1, so we can say 4.5. So also the middle of 1.8 somewhere here, we can check the corresponding gain, which we will use for gain margin. We call it G, which is 15 there, right? Okay, now let's get to the questions. Remember our first question. Remember the first question, they wanted the peak gain value. So if we go to that, okay, let's do 1 and 2. The peak gain value, so the gain value at maximum, the phase value at frequency of 8. So let's go there quick. Okay, I think I should do this, guys. For now, I think I have 2 papers here. Let me open the diagram this side. In fact, let me do this, because otherwise okay guys, if I opened it like this, it becomes easier, so we can see the peak gain value. So let's check our question diagram for gain. So we can see the peak, it's somewhere, this line looks straight, somewhere here anyway, so maybe somewhere here, and where it looks like it's at the peak. So but we can see the gain value never touches 45, that line never touches 45, so we can say 44 or 44 point something, or we can just say straight 44, you see. So we can say our gain value there, it's 44 decibels. Now phase value at frequency of 80. So now we go to the phase diagram, we check frequency of 80 here. What is the phase value there? We can see from 240 to 270 is divided into 3. We have 250, or into 2, we have 250 and 260. So we can say 250, 260. Okay, that doesn't look accurate. We can say maybe like this. So that, oh sorry, on the wrong thing, so somewhere here. So that looks like, we can say it's 250 or 245 something. It's up to you. So let's go with 250. But don't forget it's negative, because these are negative phase values, like negative 250. Then the frequency at the peak gain value, this one is tricky. Why is it tricky? Because we can't really see where the peak is. Just look the one which is closer to the line here, but let me zoom it, maybe we can see something. Okay, so if I zoom it, for me it looks like it's closer to the line somewhere here. If I zoom it, looks like it's closer to the line somewhere there, somewhere here. That, so we can remember that's between what and what. me unzoom it. Yeah, this thing is it's betrayed me because it's busy. It's between 0,1 and 0,8, so maybe it's 0.6. I'll say 0.6. Use your answer should make sense. Don't just say thing. Then the cutoff between 1 and 10 represent the cutoff, what the gain cutoff. But I've never seen a question where they say phase cutoff. It's always gain cutoff. So between 1 and 10, and I said this is like a slope, so you're going to subtract. So here's 1, here's my gain at 1, at 10 I mean, which looks like it's minus 10, because this is will be minus 5 minus 10, right? Which looks like it's minus 10 decibels, and at 1 it's here, which looks like it's minus it's positive 35, because it's divided into 35 and 40. So when I do my slope, or say the bigger one, remember slope is the second point minus the first point, so it will be minus 10 minus 35, so which will be minus 45. When it's negative like this, it shows you your slope is decreasing, so that's why it's negative. So when you answer, you say negative 35 per decade. So some questions they give you two. When you check answers, you see they give you two answers. It's per decade, and another one will be per octave. But I don't know how they get per octave, so I always stick to per decade. But the only one answer, so they give you two of them. They give you for decade and for octave. But don't forget your cutoff. You always answer in per decade or per octave. So it's like a slope. Then the gain crossover frequency. This one is easy because we already labeled it. So we go to our diagram where the frequency, when your gain is 0 decibels, it's at 8 rad per second, right? So that's 8 rad per second. Phase crossover frequency, when your phase is minus 180, we go to 8. Where is minus 180? It's here. What is the frequency there? We spoke about it. We said it's between 1 and 8, but it's not exactly 4 because this is not 0, it's 1. So we said maybe we can stick to 4,5. So you can say 1 plus 8 divided by 2, that's 4,5, the center. But I'm sure if you say 4, it's not gonna be like a big deal. The gain margin, how do you calculate gain margin? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so 0 minus G, remember we already labeled this. So G is when your phase is minus 180 at that frequency of 4,5 here. So we can see that's 15, positive 15. So that answer will be 0 minus positive 15. The answer is negative 15 decibels. So we can already see our system is unstable. Phase margin will be phase plus 180. So this phase is the one we are going to get at 8 rad per second, which we also labeled when your gain is 0, which is here, but under phase. So you go to phase, it's labeled there. It looks like it's to minus 235. Also from 210 to 240 we have 220, 230. So it looks like it's 230. I think we might have made mistakes somewhere with here at 250. When your phase is 80 rad per second, I calculated as it is like it's difference of oh yeah, no, 250 is fine. Okay, so we said this one here, we said we can say 230. So I will have negative 230 plus 180. So that looks like the difference will be minus 50. I believe so. Now the stability will say unstable because both phase margin and gain margin are negative. That's your answer, just like that, guys. Okay, I hope that's clear. I'm gonna end the video here, then I'll do another video for Nicole's chart.